Welcome back, class. This is your Catia mentor, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create an exploded view for your drawing. So let's go ahead and turn off this exploded view. Here it is, explode. So let me first insert this into a drawing, and then I'll show you how to create your own exploded view. So let's go ahead and start a drawing. You can either start it from here, plus drawing, or you can go here and go to drafting a app, or you can go straight to the top of the tree, right click, insert, drawing. It inserts the drawing for you. Alright, so we have our exploded view, and I'm going to go into the drafting module or app, and I'm going to insert an isometric view. Isometric view, go back to the assembly, click on exploded view, and pick a flat surface or a plane to generate. There it is. This view is too large for our sheet of paper here for our drawing, so I'm going to scale it down. Let's go 1 to 16. I'm going to create one of the assembled lunar lander. So let's go back, create an isometric view again. And I'm not going to click on exploded view this time. I'm just going to click on any flat surface or plane. Notice it generates an assembled lunar lander. And let's go ahead and scale it down 1/16. Alright, and I do want to show you that if you make any changes to your exploded view, your drafting will update. But let's go ahead and create a new view. So first I'm going to start from scratch. I'm going to delete existing view. It's going to lose the link to the drafting exploded view. So I'm going to just start from scratch. So it's giving me a warning. Lost the link because I deleted the exploded view in the assembly. So let's start from scratch. I'm going to right click, insert, markup, and let's call it scenes like we used to in Catia v5. Okay, so in the scenes we're going to create a slide. So currently we are in the assembly design app, so let's go into review. I believe it is design review. So now we are in design review. So we're going to create a slide. Make sure you are in the review tab. Click slide. So there it is. We have a new slide. Notice it's red. We're active. So once you are in a scene or review, you can just move anything you want. It's not going to do anything to your assembly. You're not going to lose anything. Feel free to make any changes. So I recommend that you double click on the compass before or after you place it on the part. And you can go with maybe 1 inch or 10-inch increments as you slide it. Let's go with 10 just so you can see it when we slide it in the X, Y, or Z direction. And I like to go with 15-degree increments in rotation. And I'll show you that in a minute. Alright, so I can now close this. By the way, this XYZ, that's the current location of the origin. That's the location right now. Close. Oh, let's move it back. Okay, so now I'm going to move this. I'm going to drag it, and I want you to notice that it's moving in 10-degree increments. I'm going to hold on to the control key, select the tanks, whether it's pressure tanks or fuel tanks. Move it along with the top. Okay, now I'm going to just drop it on the sidewalls and drag those outward. And just to show you that it does rotate in 15 degrees increments, you can see 15-degree increments, 90, 105, 135, etc. Okay, so I just prefer to have it in 15-degree increments. And again, feel free to make any changes. It's not going to affect your assembly. Okay, another thing you can do is you can hide objects. So maybe let's say you wanted to hide the top. You can click and hide. It's just hiding it in the scene that we're currently creating. Forgot to name the slide, but we'll do that in a minute. Alright, so let's go ahead and move the landing gear. You can also just rotate if you want. And I'm also going to drag down the thrusters. Going to take this one. I'm just going to hide it so I can hide it. There it is, just for the scene. I think you got the picture. Let me also go ahead and drag down the interface ring to the rocket. Okay, so there we have our exploded view. Oh, let's see. Update slide. There it is. It's been updated. I'm going to right click properties and I'm going to call it exploded view. Alright, so to exit this view, all you have to do is right click, unset, and there it is. You can always go back to it. Okay, so again, when you're creating a scene, it doesn't affect your assembly. You don't lose anything. Nothing mistakenly shifts. This is just a scene where you're free to move anything. Alright, so I'm going to unset. Okay, let's go back to our drawing. And I want you to notice in the Catia tree that when we deleted the original scene, original slide, it broke the link. So I'm just going to delete it and create a new one. Okay, so let's go back to create an isometric view. And even though we're not showing the exploded view scene, it'll still bring it in as long as we click on exploded view and then click on any flat surface. And there's our exploded view. Notice it hit the top cover and one of the thrusters, the one that was in the middle, right at the center. Okay, right click properties and let's go 1/16. And there's our exploded view. Yeah, sometimes you need to hide objects to show others, and that's something you would make a note of. Hey, top panel has been hidden for clarity, something like that, right? So obviously the assembled lunar lander, when it's assembled, it's difficult to see what's going on inside, so you create exploded views. Double click. Now if I come back and make changes, so let's say I want to bring back the top, right? So this is the no show. So just by simply clicking on this, looks like a little arrow, you go into no show, click, show it, right? Go back to the view layer. There it is. And let's right click, update slide. We can always exit, unset, and let's go back to our drawing. And you're gonna have to update. So notice the little yellow swirl, it's waiting for it to be updated, this view. So let's go ahead and update the view. And it brings back the top, as you can see. So you can always go back to the view, make changes, and then right click update so your view in the drawing updates. Alright, in a separate video I'll show you how to create an assembly. So I'll see you in the next video.